Some of the super rich here may have found a way of exerting their dominance, which they have probably extended further into the water space. Wale is one of the many young ICT specialists in Lekki. He has found the therapeutic value of the waters, so he comes to this secluded part of the community for fishing and meditation. We chatted him up on Lekki as a tech hub and the reason he chose ICT as a career.
Lekki is trying to be the next Silicon Valley because you have a lot of technology-based businesses in Lekki. And you have CBC, Commercial Warehouse Group, those are the biggest ones. And you have the startups, you have the incubators, they're all here in Lekki. So Lekki is becoming a technology hub. And just anything digital and anything technology you can get here in Lekki. And they service a lot of right from Lekki, they service a lot of the big corporations, a lot of the technology companies, they're servicing the banks, the federal governments, and all companies. I've been into technology for over 18 years as a banker, and that's in the electronic banking industry. We started the whole process, the whole jump in the e-banking industry in Nigeria and e-payments industry. And I went to private practice recently, and I started a digital advertising agency because marketing and advertising is moving online, it's going digital. It's less of traditional anymore and more of digital because you have 80 million lines or 90 something million lines on the internet, and it's just power. Everybody that you need to get your products to primarily, they are already on that platform. So you can get to them digitally rather than, and your phone is personal. So it's always with you. You might forget anything at home, your keys or anything, but you will not forget your phone. You forget your phone, you turn back, you go back home to go pick it up. So it's a personal thing.
Various businesses springing up daily here have tend to enjoy the support services the environment affords them in terms of driving their businesses technology-wise. And even those who cannot acquire or rent a property of their own take to virtual offices. To understand the impact of the emerging Lekki, Obiemi is an ICT consultant and he speaks further.
Lekki is becoming a global trend, where we have the IT infrastructure, a global standard IT infrastructure in Lekki here. We have a lot of ISP coming up almost every year. We have very strong wireless devices. We have fiber optic cables being laid everywhere. We have quite a number of IT companies too coming up that generates even employment and gives IT professionals the platform to be able to advance themselves. So I see it as fast becoming a hub, especially on the highland, where you can have a conducive environment for you to, further meet up with what is going on in the global environment.
He also shed light on how best this potential of this community can be harnessed.
Yeah, I think the government should, in collaboration with the private sectors, should set up something like computer village thing here in Lekki Phase 1. Reason being that most of the time when you want to get some major equipment, you have to still think of computer village because we don't have a market for it here. So if they can set up something like that, which will now further lead to a training center, which that's another platform for you to generate employment. Then from the training center, you can bring in youth, you train them further, and from there you generate a lot of employment and it builds the strength, whereby you don't think of another environment, you still think of everything in here. The market is here, the training center is here, the every other thing you think of IT is in here.
Education has remained a bedrock of this community, and as part of its initial master plan, a school zone was incorporated, and one woman who complied with this plan is Biodun Laja, the executive director of one of the top-rated schools in the community, the Lekki British International High School. She tells a story of resilience in the face of the storm.
I had run ABC Nurseryland. I had 4 branches on the mainland, and I wanted to move to the island because I felt, when I met the late Brahim, who was the Palmsec Lands, he now said the best thing to do is to move to Lekki, because I had an option. I had about 4 acres of land in front of a hotel, but he insisted that Lekki would be the best place in future, and that you have the school site, which is the proper thing for a school. Anyway, I then decided to go along with him, trusting him. And I came to Lekki. It was so difficult. There was no light. There was no water. It was, I rented a property to start it off. But the important thing was that this site you're on, that Lekki British School is on, is the biggest allocation in the whole of Lekki. We're sitting on 25 acres of land. And we now carve out the junior school and then the high school. And I had the vision to bring up teenagers. In ABC Nurseryland, I had all the young ones. That was a nursery primary school. But I had the vision for the teenagers. So I applied for a secondary school site in Lekki. That was the period that the late Ahigbe was governor of Lagos State. So I finally got to him through a friend of mine, and he allocated any land of our choice. It was just like an open blanket, because I think he was a bit angry at the way they treated me. So when he gave me an open blanket, I then went to the survey, and now the whole survey of Lekki, and I picked the secondary school site. That was a lock, and then because he said any site of our choice. So I picked this, and that was from my primary school, and now started secondary school here on this. But I didn't start on this site because it wasn't built. So I rented a duplex on the same street to start the school in 1999.
The impressive site has continuously received accolades from the community.
I'm sure when you drive in past, you will have to give it a second glance and ask yourself, where is this place that is so beautifully maintained? Because it's very impressive. I think it's a wonderful addition to the community of Lekki, and it does the place proud.
While daytime gives an impression of a very busy town, nightlife appears to be even busier. Various bars and hangouts spread to life, while the beautiful and alluring Ikoyi Link Bridge light up the sky. Lekki presents a tale similar to that of the elephants and the blind man who described the animal based on which side they were exposed to. To some who needed an estate tailored according to the master plan, it's a beautiful bride that never emerged, while those who seek a vibrant business environment with the relevant support structure, it's Uhuru.
And that's a wrap on Lekki, touted as our own Silicon Valley on Community Report. Relevant authorities should take a cursory look once again at these emerging giants with a desire to regulate activities and enforce compliance with building and environmental regulations. Do join us on Twitter at Channels TV or at Crystal Ems and let us know why we should visit your community. Until then, it's goodbye.